What is up, everyone? It is time for a new episode of Box Office or Bust. Can you believe it? We actually have a new movie to talk about. Granted, it's Unhinged, but I'll talk about it. So, Unhinged, the road rage horror movie starring Russell Crowe, made a whopping $4 million at the box office. That should really tell you something. Now, granted, theaters that are open across the country are extremely limited and their capacity is only at 30 or 40%, but still, I think that's really telling us not many people are willing to risk going out to the movie theater. They just don't feel comfortable yet. However, this coming weekend, the 28th, is really going to let us know because we have two different movies that are experimenting on two different platforms. You have New Mutants coming out that has a giant fan base behind it, and it's so hyped, and people have been looking forward to this movie for 4 years now, only coming out into theaters. And then you have Bill and Ted 3, which is also hyped up, the reunion of Keanu Reeves and Alex Winter. Huge fan base, cult classic fan base. However, that is on demand or in theaters. You have the choice. So whichever one comes out on top, I think that's going to be the pattern of what we are going to see. And personally, I think we should be given the choice. I think how Bill and Ted, how their distribution company is handling it is the right way to do it. We should have the option. Either theaters, if you want to go to the theater, give movie theaters a chance, let them make some money. Fine. If you're in a state like mine, which is actually pretty good here in Connecticut, I don't mind going to the theater. But those states that aren't doing very well, Florida, California, New York, their theaters can't open. They should be given the option to have on demand, because why have them miss out on seeing something? I don't really think that's fair. What do you guys think down below? What's your opinion on this whole situation? Now, with Tenet, I'm kind of concerned. I'm kind of concerned about Tenet, to be honest. Now, this coming weekend, it's debuting overseas, including in China, which is a very giant market. If they come back with huge numbers, then I might be more optimistic for Tenet. But I gotta be honest, with a Rotten Tomato score of only 82%, I don't know. I expected that to be a little bit higher. So I don't really have great feelings about Tenet at the box office. I really don't. A lot of people that I chat with on my channel are telling me it's going to be over 100 million. I highly doubt that. I really don't think Tenet in the US opening weekend, I don't think they're going to bring in 100 million. Absolutely not. I just don't think it's going to happen. It's going to be very interesting to see what happens. I'm curious, is Tenet in trouble? Now, we do have some bad news, and it's very unfortunate because over on Disney Plus, as you know, every streaming service has a top 10 of the week, and the one and only Ivan was their brand new release this past weekend. It did not even make it into the top 10. I am disappointed. I am shocked in disbelief. I cannot even believe that. The only thing I can think of was lack of marketing. Did people know that this movie was even coming out? I don't know if people think that this movie is too young for their kids. I don't know what the problem is, because I loved that movie. I think it was really nicely well done, and I don't understand why people didn't gravitate towards it with their families. So guys, watch the one and only Ivan. It is so good. But that is really telling, because that movie was supposed to come out in theaters. So that kind of proves me right that I said they shouldn't put out into theaters. They should put it onto streaming, but I didn't think it was going to do that bad on streaming where it wasn't going to be watched at all and crack the top 10. Now, we do have a new release this weekend on streaming for Netflix. If you guys are interested, Cobra Kai. Netflix bought it, brought it over, whatever they did. So Cobra Kai is coming to Netflix season 1 and 2, I believe, and it is already greenlit for season 3 for 2021. And that's exciting because I've been hearing a lot about it. I haven't seen any of it, so that's definitely something that I'm going to be watching hopefully soon. So that is the box office wrap up of what happened this past weekend. man, it's going to be so interesting to see what happens from here on out. What is your prediction for what is going to happen at the box office this weekend? Which one do you think is going to come out on top? Bill and Ted or the New Mutants? I'm going to cast my vote right now, and I'm going to say it's going to be Bill and Ted because they have the video on demand option. I think people are going to stay at home. They're going to stay at home. If they have the option, they're going to park it. They're not going to leave. All right, guys, let me know your picks down below. Which do you love and hate, and every thought in between. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time.